Good morning. This is Wednesday, March 6, 2019 daily. The card I picked for you today is the Four of Wands. With the Four of Wands, you can see the canopy of flowers there. That is a symbol of some type of celebration. Also used in a lot of the Jewish traditions with celebrating a party or some type of achievement. Also, with the Four of Wands, because I do get, there is four wands there, and they have crystals on the very top. The very top of them are crystals at the points, which is something of clarity. But also, too, this card speaks of trying to, or actually going to, attain a goal. So whatever your goal seems to be for today, and this is a general reading for all, whatever your goal is going to be today, this is speaking about you being able to obtain that goal. Okay, you being happy. Also, it's saying that you may be planning or be involved in a plan to have a celebration coming up, and that's within 7 days from now. So today being Wednesday, that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? So all the way a whole week. So somewhere in here, you are going to be either you're going to be involved in attending some type of celebration or gathering. I also feel like there is definitely a union here that is being celebrated. So when you see the two of them together, they are celebrating being together. So a reunite. So when somebody is reuniting, it feels like you have a lot of support around you from other people, people that are rooting for you and this other person to get back together, to fix something, to make something better. Also, too, for some of you who have children involved, there's nothing that you want more than to raise the children together with the other parent. I am feeling that with the red in this card, that's telling me there is a lot of love out there. For some of you, there's a lot of love within yourself that you're wanting to give other people. And for others of you, you are waiting to receive a lot of love, meaning you are longing for it. You are definitely straining yourself, wanting to be in a committed relationship. Some of you, I'm getting from this card, are exhausted with the thought of being by yourself, are very tired of waiting for something to happen or get better. For some of you that are waiting for someone to return, please stop waiting, because waiting is just making you more frustrated. It's creating all these things in your mind. Sit back and please reanalyze the situation and ask yourself, why do you want that person to come back, please? If you need to write it down so you can read it yourself on paper. But find out what it is that you feel you're lacking without this other partner. Find out what it is that they contributed to your life. Write that down. Write the pros and cons of having that person back in your life, speaking to you, being intimate with you, living with you, dating you, whatever you want to do. But figure it out. Write it down. Write the pros and cons to them being there. And like I said, also remember to write down how this person contributes to your life, how this person inspires you to do better, to try harder, to reach further. Do they push you to become a better you, or do they allow you to wallow in self-pity and doubt? Be careful. You'll know whether you're dealing with a narcissist or if you're dealing with somebody who is actually a decent partner, maybe made a few mistakes, but actually a decent partner. For some of you, I pulled an additional card, which I got the Fool card. So one of these cards is going to make sense to you. So either you are dealing with the Four of Wands, you're going to deal with a celebration, a reunion, getting back together, working on something, or you are dealing with the Fool card. With the Fool card, this is telling me you have to be careful of the steps that you're taking. You also have to be careful of taking risks, because you see this person is stepping very close to the edge and not even looking down to see how close their feet are before they step over and fall off that cliff. So be careful of certain risks that you're taking, whether that's risk with money, risk with a relationship, risk with your heart, risk on second chances to somebody, or third chances, fourth chances. Somebody doesn't deserve another opportunity or chance. Some of you are definitely being controlled by somebody, by the manipulation that they keep telling you, that they're going to return, that they're going to come back, that they miss you, that they love you, but they can't pull away from this other person that they're with right now, and they just want you to wait. You know, they want to try to tell you, oh no, you know, go ahead on without me. You deserve better. You shouldn't be with me. You know, you could find somebody else. If they're playing that role with you, they're trying to play mind games. They're trying to brainwash you and manipulate you. So you need to get out of that real quick and cut that communication off. For some of you, you're dealing with somebody who is a thief, or there is a thief around you, so be careful. If you're noticing things out of place, if you're noticing something at work with your desk, maybe it's looking like it's disheveled, maybe it looks like somebody was rummaging through your stuff, be careful. Also, too, I'm getting a message about passwords on computers. Make sure every month you are changing your password and not back to one that you previously used. Don't change your password to one that you use on 3 other accounts. Don't do that. Redo your passwords over again. Be safe, because there are a lot of hackers out there, and after 30 days, you're definitely due to do it again. All right? I'm also feeling that somebody is definitely taking their baggage with them. Somebody is taking their baggage with them to something new. So you're trying to get into a new relationship. You're trying to start something over, and yet you're bringing the trash from your past relationship. You're bringing that, I don't trust you. You're bringing that, are you going to cheat on me? You're bringing that, are you lying to me? You're bringing all that to this new relationship for some of you, and you can't expect, if you're not building on a solid, committed, understanding, trust relationship on a foundation that's full of good stuff instead of negative stuff, there's no way your relationship's going to work. There's no way it's going to survive, okay? So you have to be careful. You cannot build anything on a faulty foundation, something that's on a slope, because it's going to go downhill. It must be straight. It must be straight for you to build on. It must be strong. It must be built with the proper ingredients in order for it to become concrete. Some of you definitely are doing a lot of arguing. Sorry, I had to pull one more card. Some of you definitely are doing a lot of arguing. I have the Five of Wands, where everybody has an opinion. Everybody's getting involved, maybe in your argument. Maybe other people are trying to put their 2 cents into something you're going through. Maybe it's a family member trying to tell you to get away from somebody, leave somebody alone, don't bother with them anymore. Maybe it's a family member trying to encourage you that you deserve better, trying to get you to believe that you deserve better, but at the same time, you're just arguing back and forth with this person. Or maybe this is you and your partner, this constant battle over stupid shit, really, because some of you don't even remember how the argument started. Some of you don't even remember what exactly happened, where it all went out of control. And now some of you are regretting the fact that you and your partner are not speaking over something that was just so petty. For some of you. Now, some of you had good arguments and good reason to argument. Some of you had, proof and, pretty much were completely convinced about what was going on in a certain situation. And hell yeah, all the sticks flew up in the air. Everybody started arguing. But for some of you, family members were trying to defend your partner, trying to lie for your partner, to tell you that they didn't do something or they weren't doing something. Some of you may have been dealing with a partner's sister or brother. Some of you have been maybe dealing with your partner's mother. So maybe you're looking at this person like a mother-in-law, but you feel that that person is wanting you to be back with their child. But at the same time, some of you may feel like that mother-in-law is trying to keep you from being with their child. So it could be, depending on who I'm reading for, but there's definitely some arguments going on. Whether this is at work, maybe you and some coworkers aren't getting along, or maybe you're feeling like everybody is kind of treating you differently. Maybe you're feeling like somebody's talking behind your back at work. But I don't feel like that's as strong as you self-sabotaging. I am picking up a lot of people at the job getting a little bit panicky, getting a little nervous, feeling like other people may be speaking about you or talking ill about you or not wanting to help you, not being a team player. But I do feel like a lot of this is up in your head. I feel like a lot of you are just tired with life in general for the personal reasons. So when you go to work, you're bringing that personal energy, baggage with you. And again, when I talked about carrying your baggage, remember when I spoke about bringing shit forward, remember I said that. So be careful. Don't bring anything from home to your job, and don't bring anything from your job home. There are two separate places, and keep them that way, okay? The card for today, like I said, I showed you the different cards we were dealing with, and especially with, you know, the arguments and the betrayals, but there was celebrations, happiness, new beginnings, family and other people supporting you to get something off the ground or to get back together. And then we also had the Fool card, remember, where I said somebody's taking risks, be careful. Somebody's not even paying attention to how close they are to the edge. And then I spoke of people arguing and fighting, or fights that had happened previously that were not worth the fact that you're alone now and wanting to change something. All right, I do feel like there is going to be new beginnings for a lot of you, okay? Last card. New beginnings for a lot of you. Opportunity for new growth as well. I feel like the universe is highlighting something for you. It's trying to make you, it's trying to illuminate something to make you to be able to see what's actually in front of you. Some of you are so blinded by the pain that you went through. You've been stuck in this victim mode. You've got to get out of the victim mode. You've got to get out of that victim mode. Some of you are definitely struggling to get out of it, but don't know how. Some of you don't know how to release your partner. Some of you do not know how to find a way to stop thinking about them, stop dreaming about them every minute of the day. Even when you're at work, you're not focused on your job. You're not focused even when you're driving, so be very careful driving today. That's another message today. Be careful driving. Daydreaming can get you into trouble. So, okay, so daydreaming, texting, talking can get you into trouble. Not to mention it's an expensive fine. Not to mention an accident is very expensive. And if you can't have your car and the value of your car is not worth the insurance company paying you for, you're going to have nothing. So decide what's more important, taking that call, texting that message, or keeping that car. Okay, you got to choose. Remember, choices have consequences, okay? So that's it for today, Wednesday, 2019, March 6th. Have a good day.